If you're looking into making money online through social media, you've most likely looked into creating merch. But just because you create merch doesn't mean it will actually sell. By the end of this video, I will give you a few tips and tricks on how to create t-shirt designs that actually sell, that I've learned by designing my own t-shirts and merch. For more art and entrepreneurship type videos, make sure to like the video, jingle all my bells and buttons for new videos every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. My name is Janet. I'm an ex-Disney artist turned independent creator, and I've been making and selling my own apparel for the past 3 years. And these are the top things that I think about when I design a t-shirt to make sure that it actually sells. Let's get started. My first tip is to choose a type of shirt. I have 3 main categories for different types of shirts. The first one is the funny or joke shirt. This is the type of shirt that is mostly bought because it is funny and a practical joke. In my opinion, it's the easiest to market and sell because not only do people buy these kind of shirts for themselves, these shirts also make for great gifts as well. But the downside for choosing this type of shirt is that it's perceived as cheap. So you won't be able to sell this kind of shirt for a high margin. The next category is the inspirational/motivational category. These are basically shirts that include inspirational or motivational quotes. A lot of workout t-shirts tend to be this category. They are a little bit harder to sell than the funny shirt, but it's still pretty marketable. And you tend to be able to sell this kind of shirt at a slightly higher price than the funny or joke shirt. Think of brands like Nike, for example. Just do it is their tagline, and they're able to sell these shirts at a fairly high price. And the third category is the cool shirt. This, in my opinion, is the hardest to market and sell because it's really hard to determine what is cool. But if you're successful at selling this kind of t-shirt, you will be able to sell them at a pretty high price. You get the most bang out of your buck if you're selling these kinds of t-shirts. My second tip is to research what's already been done. After you've chosen the type of t-shirt that you want to sell, then it's time to do some competitive research. Go on Pinterest and go on Etsy and see what your competitors are already selling. The reason why this is so important is because you want to know how to differentiate yourself from others. And it's pretty important to research what's already been done so you don't accidentally put out a design that is already out there. This is a great way to get ideas, get inspiration, but also to see what actually sells. Especially when you're on Etsy, pay attention to the reviews. It's a really great indicator of if there's already an audience out there for what you are about to design. If everyone is offering one certain kind of design and you can see there's a hole in the market for something that only you can offer, that might be a sign that you are about to create a winning design. The third step is to design your t-shirt. If you are an artist, graphic designer, or creative, you can be like me and hand draw your own designs. Now, for everyone who aren't artists, I have some resources for you. If you head over to Canva, they actually have a whole lot of templates, fonts, and graphics free for you to use. Using their templates, you can easily customize the words, the type, everything to suit your needs. But I have a warning for those of you who aren't artists. A lot of people who aren't artists might not know too much about copyright laws. Be careful about going to Google and finding whatever image that you like and then slapping it on a t-shirt. Currently, a lot of t-shirt stores are being taken down or sued because they are violating copyright. You can't just go to Google and take someone's art and slap it on a t-shirt and sell it. Before I move on to the next tip, comment down below what kind of shirt you're looking to make. My fourth tip are resources for finding royalty-free art to use for your t-shirts. I already mentioned Canva. My next free resource is mixkit.co. It's a website that I recently found that you are able to get royalty-free art to use for your t-shirts. In my opinion, these illustrations are absolutely beautiful and they're very unique and trendy, and they're a great way to spice up your t-shirt designs. My fifth tip is to commission an artist for your t-shirt designs. I want to put a big emphasis on this because your design is what makes or breaks whether your t-shirt sells or not, which is why it's really important to invest a whole lot of time and effort into the design of your t-shirt. One thing that can really set your t-shirts apart, instead of using free resources like Canva and Mixkit, is to commission an artist that you really really like. If you do this step, it will really set your t-shirts apart and almost guarantee at least a few sales of your t-shirt. My sixth step is to pick a t-shirt quality. If you are a beginner at selling t-shirts, I recommend you go with print on demand. And I've recommended Printify and Printful. Whether you use print on demand or a screen printer, you will have to choose what kind of t-shirt blank that you want to print on. You'll notice that different t-shirts cost a different amount and offer different colors. For the colors, I highly recommend black, gray, and cream. These are the colors that have sold the most for me, and I would recommend you avoid white because white t-shirts tend not to sell so well. The reason being is how often do you buy a white t-shirt when you go into the store? Most people are self-conscious about their bodies and they want to look as slim as possible, which is why black t-shirts tend to sell really, really well. Most people are also worried about how to keep a white t-shirt clean as well, and they'd rather just not deal with the headache. The reason why I would go with neutral colors is because a lot of people might not like the t-shirt color that you pick. So neutral is the safest bet. Also, make sure don't pick too many colors because too many colors might cause your customer to have analysis paralysis. Too many colors might actually keep your customer from buying than to encourage them to buy. As for the cost of the shirt, it's important to pick the right cost for your audience. In my opinion, the people who are beginners at selling t-shirts tend to sell the cheapest one. The reason why you might not want to do that is because you pay for what you get. The cheaper the t-shirt, it tends to not be such great quality when you wear it. It might be itchy or it might just not have a really great cut. The more expensive you go, your t-shirts might get softer or it might be made with better material that feels better on your skin. You'd be surprised that people are actually willing to pay a little bit more for a better quality t-shirt than to pay for a really cheap, inexpensive one. If you'd like to learn more about how to use social media to grow your online business, check out my free guide, 8 Steps to Launch Your Online Store. Head over to honeyandabsinthe.com to check out my merch. I'm wearing the fight shirt today. Check out these other videos to learn more about how to use social media to grow your online business. If you like the video, make sure to like the video, jingle all my bells and buttons for new art and entrepreneurship type videos, and don't forget to dare to dream.